Welcome to another episode of the Prime Local Podcast with Coach Mix Flores. I'm Yen, and this series will be hosted by www.baybayan.com. Yung previous episode natin with Coach Mix, we discussed kung do we need to be financially stable to start a business. And yeah, you have to watch that para ma-review nyo kung ano ba ang katotohanan dyan. But for now, we're going to start this series and I'm gonna welcome, of course, our speaker and the main person of this podcast at the Prime Local Podcast. Welcome, Coach Mix Flores. How are you? Good morning.
Hi. I thank you everyone for being here, for listening, from watching the podcast in the YouTube. I'm doing good actually. I love having coffee with you virtually, no?
Yeah. May coffee na ba kayo dyan? You have to have your own coffee.
Agree. Lagi ko sinasabi, para tong if you can just simply imagine you're in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Chill lang tayo. Let's
Chill
talk
lang
about having conversations that truly matter. 'Di ba sabi nga nila, ewan ko kung narinig mo yung quote na Yen. If your friends are not talking about success or kahit not even success but things that matter. I don't wanna qualify it na, just talking about success kasi paminsan we just wanna chill out. But really things that matter, hindi buhay ng ibang tao, hindi chismis doon sa kabilang baryo, no? You know you're in a good space if you're actually discussing things that are not nonsense.
I agree to that, Coach Mix. So, ano bang gagawin natin ngayong episode na to? Bagong series to pala, Coach Mix, and we call this the Truth or Myth series by the Prime Local Podcast.
Isa pa,
So,
parang gusto ko yung may pa-drum roll pa. So, we call it
The Truth or Myth by the Prime Local Podcast, where we discuss real and relatable Filipino beliefs and mindset towards success that can lead or mislead. This podcast aims to share two things. Number one is to analyze the truth. And number two, to break the myths, to discourage toxic and, of course, unhelpful habits and mindsets in hopes to empower Filipinos with their careers and businesses. Ayan, for our first topic, we're going to discuss Coach Mix. Malaking discussion to. And I think the group of the Filipinos here that we call our Bayani or the OFW. Ayan. So, let's discuss if this is a truth or myth.
Maganda to.
Filipinos can't succeed here in the Philippines. Is it?
Okay. Una-una, I love talking about this topic. Let's discuss about this topic because I am deeply personal about it. Sabi ko sa'yo, I come from a family of 4 and we don't live with each other at all. So, my mom is in my ancestral house. Yung sa kanya, di ba? Yung kanya mismo. I live in a different place. I live on my own. My sister is in Singapore. My father is in Canada. So, pag nagkita kami, reunion yung tawag dyan, literally. And let's talk about that kasi I think that's very interesting. I believe I come from a place wherein I can provide perspective. I wanna hear your thoughts as well. Ano yung mga naririnig mo sa mga tao with regards to this? Kasi napakarami, no? I don't wanna stay neutral here also. So, pag-usapan natin yan. For you, Yen, paano mo to narinig? How does this come to pass?
Alam mo, kasi merong belief yung like Filipinos, parang alam yung pag-graduate mo, you have to go abroad.
Right.
For you to succeed. Naku, nasa Pilipinas ka lang, anong work mo? Diyan ka lang, parang sure ka ba na magsistay ka dyan? 3 years ka na dyan. Naku, mag-ano ka na lang, ibang bansa ka na lang para dollars, di ba? At saka ka magtayo ng business. Ganon.
Have you considered it? Kasi ako honestly, I did. No, when I graduated, I considered it. Hindi lang fluent yung English ko, kaya sabi ko dito na lang sa Pilipinas.
Ako din. Pero it's not 90% na I wanted to go abroad. It's because of the pressure. Because my parents are OFW.
Pero buhay na tong baybayan nung time na yun.
No, wala pa.
Not yet.
Wala pang baybayin. And my course kasi, I graduated IT. So usually yung course kasi na yun, diba malaki daw yung sahod pag abroad. Pero yung pinag-uusapan kasi natin ngayon is if you are not gonna be successful dito sa Pilipinas.
Okay, let's go historical for a little bit. Because there used to be a time wherein that became true. Not really success, but employment. IT, no? IT here is like, for a starter, it's like 3:1. What you can get as a salary here as a starter in the Philippines, you can get times 3 for the same amount of work abroad. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ko talaga din masisi yung mga taong mag-OFW because employment-wise, kung ang pag-uusapan lang natin is employment, not yet success, there are really opportunities outside of this country, abroad, that is paying you well. Used to be. Bakit ko sinabing used to be? Because historically, right now is the rise of freelancers. The rise of entrepreneurs. Remember yung binanggit ko last time?
Yeah.
Wherein, instead of me being employed by a single company, why don't I make myself my own boss and make this company my employer, my client? Then you pay me per project. Now, bakit ko siya sinabing ngayon that this is the rise of freelancers and entrepreneurs? Because the good thing around it is you can now have clients multinational abroad from all across the world without leaving the Philippines. Before, it was not possible. Let's say, 7-8 years ago. Kasi naabutan ko yun eh. I graduated Com Arts, no? 2015. Nung wala pang tumatanggap sa akin, I actually registered in Upwork. Upwork used to be... I forgot ano yung pangalan niya dati. Basta yon, no? Meron siyang pangalan dati, hindi yan Upwork dati. And then, I used to do video editing. Can you imagine, I'm gonna edit, let's say, ano lang to, simple lang to, closed captions. I used to create closed captions for an international client, actually paying me 700 pesos. Eh, ang trabaho ko lang doon dahil nga, di ba, I was using Mac na eh. I think I was using Final Cut. Eh, may mga template na yan. So, parang, can you imagine, it was just 2-3 minutes of work, I'm getting 700 pesos. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Maybe nung wala pang ganitong internet whatsoever, maybe meron talagang time na, oy, if you need to work, work abroad. Pero right now, hindi na eh. Nagbago na yung landscape ng mundo because of going virtual. You can actually work here. Now, employment pa lang pinag-uusapan. We're not talking about success yet. Question is, what's the definition of success? First and foremost, to the person listening right now. Kasi kung ang definition niya is gusto ko lang kumita ng malaking sahod, then hindi ka talaga magiging successful dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi nagmamadali eh. Diba? What I always say, myth to, na gusto ko nang basagin as early as now. I know, tatanong pa lang sa atin, pero sabihin ko na agad in this episode. There's no such thing as an overnight success. For example, I got 7-figure revenue last month, in 1 month. People say, wow. Pero hindi nila nakita yung 5 straight years of grinding, of hustle. Revenue of what? Not even 5 figures. 5 figures like 10,000 pesos lang eh. Hindi man lang umabot doon. What am I saying here? If ang definition lang is gusto ko maging successful kasi gusto ko kumita agad ng 100,000. Tapos yung katawang tao mo hindi naman ready, 'di ba? Na-hype ka. Sikat yan ngayon eh. Ang daming ano eh. Oy, mag-invest ka dito, dodoble natin pera mo. Ngayon ha, sikat na sikat yung mga ganyan. Tapos pag na-scam, tataka, na-scam po ako, legit po ba yan? Eh, kalokohan mo yan eh, di ba? I was listening to a preaching yesterday, no? Gusto ko lang ikwento to. Sometimes we blame the devil for something that is a result of your irresponsibility. And it speaks of success also, di ba? Kasi gusto mo mabilisan, rich quick scheme, gusto mo mag-shortcut. Tapos sabi ng devil, ba't parang kasalanan ko? Di ba, ikagagawan mo yan? Bakit ako dinadamay mo? Tapos nire-rebuke mo ko, kino-correct mo ko, bakit kasalanan ko? Eh, kalokohan mo yan eh. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we blame the world for something that is a result of us shortcutting the process. Now, is it possible to be successful here in the Philippines? Definitely. 100%, 200%, but never with a shortcut. Kasi kung mag-abroad ka, magkano gastos mo doon? Hindi naman Philippine peso yung gastos mo doon eh. So sabi nila, eh mas malaki dito kasi kapag kinonvert ko yan, magiging 100,000 pesos yan. Pero yung gastos mo, hindi naman pesos. Gastos mo doon, dollars din. Remember, first world countries means first world expenses. People don't understand that. Cost of living is very high. So ibig sabihin, if the cost of living is very high, we're talking about net here. Again, these are the things that needs to be considered. Anong take mo doon yan?
Sa akin kasi yun eh, mindset talaga, it all starts with mindset. And we thought that going abroad is something na pag kay Juan, okay, kay Pedro, okay din. Pero hindi naman gano'n, di ba? Hindi naman na-apply sa lahat ng tao pa rin.
So, question now here is how? Number 1, you cannot change your mindset if you don't change your circle.
Ooh, what circle?
As in the people that you constantly surround yourself with. Bakit? Kasi remember, we were taught colonial mentality. We're always a follower, never the leader. Di ba? Remember, we're all
Oo nga.
taught na colonized, susunod lang tayo. Never the one who's gonna step up and make a change.
Yeah,
How
for
do I
centuries.
say this? You know the reason why I love American movies?
Why?
Hi everyone, this is Migs again. I'm the founder of Prime Pinoy Community. I am the owner of several businesses, and if there's one thing that I know about business right now is that the only way to scale it up and expand it is by actually increasing your digital asset. And when I talk about digital asset, I mean one thing, your social media and your digital account or the internet. Okay, now here's a best news and here's the good news for you who's watching and listening right now. You're getting a lot of value for free and I love it. Just continue staying tuned, just continue subscribing, but you want to make your business go to the next level. You want to make your business go to actually increasing that level of revenue and that level of profit in a short amount of time. What if, just what if, 2021 will be your big break as far as your business is concerned. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-alala. Bakit? Because we are here to support you. We're here to help you with that. Again, Baybayin is an organization and it is a community that supports local businesses just like you in creating digital assets for your company. So here's the good news that I want to share with you. I'm going to give you a free discovery call, a free exploration on how you can actually put your business online, how you can put your business in all social media channels, how you can be so loud. Kailangan maingay so that wherever your market is, you are there. Wherever your target people are, you are there. Wherever your customers are, you are there. Book a discovery call and exploration with Baybayin right now by clicking on this link, okay? That's baybayin.com/for-local. That's LOKAL. Again, baybayin.com/for-local. LOKAL. And get a free discovery call right now. And for the first 20 customers, we're gonna give you exclusive packages. Yes, exclusive packages just for you. It's gonna be more of like a discount. It's gonna be more of like a buy one, take one. Hey, you're getting two things all at the same time with a free discovery call. Walang mawawala. Why don't you take that right now? Again, if the only thing it can provide you is make you be loud on social media, if the only thing na pwede nitong ibigay sa'yo is you are actually present in where your target market is, won't that be enough to go and check this link out and get a discovery call right now? But what if it can actually make you tremendous revenue, tremendous income because of the expertise and because of how good Baybayin.com. See you on the other side. Click the link below. I truly vouch for it. Because in their movies pa lang, saka mga series, no? Yung mga seryoso, political drama, mga ganyan, you will notice their level of what? I'm proud being an American. In their movies. Okay lang ka pa nakita ng gano'n na Pilipinong pelikula? Wala. What would be the mindset of Filipinos? I'll aspire na lang. Going America, I'll go abroad. So you change your circle. You change the people that is, again, not that the people you're surrounded yourself with is bad. Okay, hindi sila masamang tao, but maybe because they're also not aware just like you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Diba? Ang sabi nga nila, diba? The rich gets richer because even if bobo yung rich na yon, hindi niya naman alam paano maging mahirap. Kahit wala siyang alam. Pero dahil ang nakasanayan niya is kayamanan, dalhin mo to elsewhere, ang laging nasa isip niya lang, okay, how can I, alam mo yon? Ang lagi nating sinasabi, being broke is temporary. Being poor is eternal. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Broke is temporary, ibig sabihin yung mayamang tao, tanggalan mo ng pera yan, babalik yan sa pagiging mayaman. Because hindi naman niya alam ano yung buhay outside of being rich. So he will always go back to being rich.
Kung ba mo tanong ng Coach Mix, nasagot na.
And the poor person
yung mayaman
gets
ng
poorer.
mga...
Yeah.
Oo.
Because hindi niya alam what
you
it's
guys
like to
know.
be rich.
So their ways, their mindset still is there, di ba?
Meron nagtanong sa akin sa
Sila.
TikTok tulad nung sinabi mo. Ang gusto ko lang po para masabi ko successful ako, magpundar ng bahay. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. But if you're talking to a rich person about that, ang una niyang tatanungin talaga, if I give you 4 million, 5 million right now, ang gagawin mong agad ngayon, magpundar ng bahay, edi patay yung pera.
Agree.
If you give me 3 million, 4 million right now, the very first thing I'm gonna look at is where can I put this money that's gonna give me monthly check.
It's really about the mindset, Coach Mix, no? Naalala ko lang yung last episode na we discussed na it doesn't matter if you don't have the entrepreneurial dream.
Regardless of geography now, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, especially right now. Again, sinabi ko to in the previous episode and I will say it again. Capitalism is existing is because it works. Communism don't exist because it doesn't work. Simple as that. If I'm hustling more than you, I cannot allow you to have the same pay as me. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero if you're providing the same value as me, then sure, go ahead. That's the beauty. Remember, in business, no, maraming galit sa negosyante, sa businessman kasi feeling nila pineperahan. No.
Bakit naging negative yung capitalism?
I just feel, no, bibigyan ko ng credit yung narinig ko kahapon. Sabi niya, jealousy is a trophy that mediocrity gives excellence. So, kaya sila galit. Pantay-pantay na lang tayo ng pay ay kung magsipag ka kaya. In terms of value. Not in terms of hard work, ha? Kasi marami dyan, hardworking naman. Jealousy is, again, a trophy that mediocrity gives excellence. Average gives the extraordinary. The trophy they give is their jealousy. And now, if, di ba, ang daming nagagalit because here's the thing, theoretically, you may be right, but the reason why it's not happening in reality is because it doesn't work. Why? Yung mga successful business, remember, they only get their riches by providing value to people. You will not buy that mic and give money to the creator of that mic na ginagamit mo ngayon if you don't see value in that mic. Favorite quote of Jeff Bezos that I always share is that you've been so jealous of my 200 billion. Kasi diba tinatanong siya, magbigay ka ng 1 billion sa buong mundo, meron ka pa ring 100 something. May $1 billion na yung buong mundo, meron ka pa ring 100 plus billion. Ang sabi niya, remember, I have made people 800 billion before they made me 200 billion. And here's another truth. If lahat tayo may 1 billion, kunyari binigyan tayo ni Jeff Bezos, di ba? Sabi niya, lahat tayo may 1 billion. There will come a time, all those 1 billion back will be back to him. Because it's no longer a matter of providing people income. It's also a matter of what you call your purchasing power. If lahat ng tao may 1 billion, edi lahat ng presyo magtataasan.
Ano, yeah.
Kasi lahat na may pambayad eh.
Oo.
So, yung Big Mac mo, hindi na yan 200 pesos. Kasi lahat na may 1 billion eh. Tataas yan, sigurado. So, there will come a time, babalik din to the same people, all of the money, because we're not talking about the amount in the world. We're talking about the movement of money. And how does money move? Based on the value that it gives. The internet, the webcam, the watches, the mic, this one. These are the value that we're getting in exchange of the money that we're giving. Now, truth or myth? Yung Pilipinas ba, wala ba siyang value na mai-provide?
For the Filipinos to have a choice pa to go abroad?
Wala bang value dito sa Pilipinas? Or meron naman? You and the viewers, wala bang value dito? Kung meron, so ba't ka kailangan pa umalis?
Can you give a sample, Coach Migs, of your own perspective, the things that you see valuable here in our country?
I don't want people to look for any specific. I want them to look for example, ikaw. I will use your business as an example kasi I did consultation with you, remember? Ang sabi ko, what is it that you want to happen? Okay, you're good in IT. You love local products. My next question for you before is, how can you merge that off and create specific products? It's the same thing with them. For example, milk tea. Do you remember 2012, 2013 is the rise of milk tea?
Yeah.
Kasi pangarap ko yun dati. Pangarap ko talaga yun. Magtayo ng milk tea shop. Oh, kilala ko na yung supplier. Alam ko na kung paano ginagawa yung milk tea. Tapos, ang ginagawa ko before in Taft, kasi that's where I went to college. Ang ginagawa ko sa Taft noon, dinadayo ko yung mga milk tea shop, nire-rating ko, tapos nagbablog ako. Hindi vlog na video yung vlog na sulat. Vlog-vlogan, no? Kasi hindi naman writer eh. Basta lang, personal experience lang. Nire-rating ko yung mga milk tea shop. Ano yung top 10 in this area? Before, pangarap ko yon, rise of milk tea. 2015, 2016, if I'm not mistaken, people start popping out milk teas everywhere. Mailagay lang yung tea, di ba? Sa pangalan, it just pops out. Basta lang may milk tea.
Affinity.
Napakadami.
Yeah, daming tea. So,
Then nagkaroon na ng saturation. Saturated na yung market. Maybe because people think, malakas yung milk tea. Sige, trend tayo dyan. That's my problem with just going with any product or any service. Bakit? 2019, 2020, what happened? There was a pandemic. Many of those tea shops closed down, died down. But here's the thing. The original ones, the ones that's been providing value, hindi lang yung nakisabay sa trend. Pero nag-provide talaga ng real value, Infinity, Moonleaf, Serenity, Coco, all of these organizations still surviving because hindi to nakisabay sa trend. They actually provided the value in the very beginning. So what am I saying here? It's the same thing with a lot of products. So if there are people listening right now, the question is not about what's trending. Kasi pwede naman yan. Pero ang dating niyan, parang palengke lang. Sinasabi ko ba na walang pera doon? Meron pa rin naman. Pero kasi sa negosyo, hindi lang naman pera ang basihan, di ba? There's also your excitement. There's also how you handle adversity. There's also how you wanna strategize, how you wanna scale up, how you wanna expand. Lahat yan kinoconsider mo pagdating sa negosyo eh. So, it's not just trendy. What is it that you're naturally good at and what is it that you're willing to go through adversities with? Because that's the reality of business. If masagot mo yon, then yes, you can scale that up. There's a lot of digital platforms. For products, there's dropshipping, there's Shopify, there's Lazada and Shopee. For services, there's freelancers, there's Upwork. All of these things, di ba? Now, you do it solo. Kapag nakuha mo siya, sabi mo, ang galing mo, you hire someone else to do your work. Di dalawa na kayo. And then, nagawa nyo na, magaling kayo, and then you hire somebody else again. Tatlo na kayo. So, ang productivity level niyan, 24 hours, it becomes 48 hours, it becomes 72 hours, correct? So, you remember, in one day, it's 72 hours worth of productivity instead of just 24 hours. And then, you duplicate, and di lima na kayo. Now, you can exit the picture. So, you can focus on expansion. Bakit? Meron ng 4 na gumagawa ng trabaho mo. Now, when you focus on expansion, nagigets everyone?
Yeah.
When you focus now on expanding, ang next question ngayon is how can I multiply this and also how can I make this for happy?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Hindi pwedeng expansion lang. Kailangan masaya sila para din nila ako iwan. Bakit? Mas mahirap mag-train ng bagong tao kesa mag-keep ng existing na. Kasi existing na, alam niya na yung gagawin eh. Hindi ka na mag-start from scratch. So, kailangan ko alagaan, paano ko alagaan itong 4 and in the same way, how can I scale up my venture, yung pinapasok ko, so that I can increase. You've got, let's say, 6 people, 7 people. Ano nang tawag sa'yo? Negosyo.
Coach Mix, we are discussing if you are considering on expanding or having a business here in the Philippines, which is not impossible.
Yeah.
And for the first part, we've been discussing about the truth and, of course, the myths, such as employment here in the Philippines. That's why Filipinos are considering going abroad before it's because of the current employment that we have here. And then the second one is the possibility of having successful career here in the Philippines, which is going to be defined by the person watching this.
Right.
Diba? We have a lot of options and Coach Mix can discuss a lot of things and can tell a lot of stories, but you have to check on yourself. Is there definition of success?
Go to Baybayan community, honestly, guys. Diba? No, seriously, the community you're building is a community wherein you've got the right mind, the right heart, the right faith. Especially the faith, I love it kasi no business can tell me that they make businesses without faith. It's impossible because businesses change every day. Diba? Nobody has predicted the pandemic. Nobody has ever predicted na may vaccination na whatever. So, go guys to Baybayan community. I hope whoever's editing this give the link where they can join maybe a Facebook group.
Call it Tribo community.
Ayan, so guys, go for it because libre yun eh, di ba? Have the right mindset, have the right heart, especially with regards to stuff like this. If you wanna move forward and pursue success, have that ambition, go ahead. Kung tamad ka, wag na lang. Di ba? Kung ang gagawin mo na lang magreklamo sa buhay, wag na lang. It's not for you.
Okay, so Coach Migs, truth or myth? Filipinos can succeed ba here in the Philippines?
Definitely. Can succeed, yes.
Can succeed, yeah.
Okay. Do I have to go abroad? It's a myth.
So, guys, thank you for staying with us till the end of this podcast. We'll have our second episode right after this podcast, and we're excited to share it with you. Just tune in to Mix Flores YouTube and the Prime Local podcast on Spotify.
Also, again, if you are a first-timer, we want to get to know you, we want to have a personal relationship with you, the way you're gonna do this is this, We're gonna give you the link below, okay? I want you to click on that link so that you can have a discovery call with Baybayan. The Baybayan team will be here to support you in making sure your local brand, your local organization, your startup, your company can actually be able to be scaled up digitally. I tell you guys, this is no joke. Businesses right now, if you want to scale it up, it has to be in the energy internet. It has to be on social media. It has to be virtually. And ako personally in my business, I applied that and it has doubled my revenue in 1 month. That's how powers the social media have in this time and age. So click on the link below, have a discovery call. I have a personalized link that I know that you came with me. Okay, have a discovery call, all of these things. Explore, wala namang mawawala, and maybe it could be a break as far as your startup is concerned. Go guys!